And sometimes, if you want to rotate an item, you can use Q and E. Q and E will rotate right and left as long as you're highlighting the item in front of you. If you ever need to shuffle a deck, pick it up and shake it. It'll be shuffled. Same thing with dice. If you need to roll dice, pick up however many dice you need and shake your hand. Or you can simply throw them off the table and they'll kind of be randomized too. So that being said, you also have one other hidden section. So if you bring your card or a card over to your area where your name is, you'll notice your area will become highlighted. And that's kind of like how you deal cards to yourself. And then they're formed in a nice, neat stack. And in order to flip the cards over so you can see them, you hit the F key. F will flip cards, like so. And you can see what's on the back of them. Yes, exactly. Okay, so hold on a second. I'll just go host, workshop, and what is the name of this game again? Oh, Snake Oil.
Snake Oil.
Snake. Or there's actually a naughty adult version of this game, and the version we currently have right now, which is the base game. I'm not really liking the colors on this base game, but that's okay. There it is, Snake Oil. Here we go. We'll give it a chance to load. Okay, we're good. All right, so everyone is going to get 6 of these cards here. So I'm going to go to deal, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and take a look at your cards. They should all be different types of nouns. And when it's your turn, or I guess we're going to take turns, and when it's your turn, you get to be the judge, or not the judge, you get to be the customer. So this brown deck here is a customer deck. So if I flip over the first card here.
I played this. Okay.
Oh, you have played this? Cool.
Yeah, I feel like it might have been like, yes, it was exactly.
Yes. So the customer in this instance says Insomniac. So then everybody else will be selling their product to the Insomniac. So when it's your turn, you actually take 2 of these cards and you pick one of them. And then everybody else, they're going to take 2 of their cards and they're going to combine them. So like if I have the word puppy and wings, I could say I'm going to sell the Insomniac some puppy wings that he can use in order to, I have no idea, but you have to sell your pitch so that the person who's judging will pick your product over everyone else's. And basically after 20 seconds of talking, if the judge is tired of hearing you or you aren't going anywhere, he can cut you off and go to the next person. The order that people present their product in is whenever they chime in. So whenever they start talking, they have a good solid 20 seconds or more, if the judge likes it, to sell their product. Other product people can ask questions as well as the judge, and in the end, they make the winning choice. Whoever wins, they get the card as a reward. And whenever you get, I believe, 2 of those cards or 3 of those cards, then you win. Whoever gets 2 of them or 3 of them first wins, depending on how long a game you want to go. So, being said, I'm going to shuffle this deck.
I'm sure this should be far more interesting than the time we just tried to play with just the 2 of us.
Yeah, it's not so fun when there's only 2 people. Leif and I will object to that. That's not the right word I'm looking for. Oh, different way. Okay, so who wants to go first?
Everything's going horribly wrong.
What do you mean? What happened?
Trying to shuffle deck.
There we go. Okay, Adam, do you want to go first?
No.
Okay, how about this?
Because I got hot.
Okay, then we need a coin. Here's the coin from my chest. Ready, set, coin. Coin, 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 coin.
Does your coin have 4 sides?
It has 11
cool.
sides.
Oh.
11 sides, what?
That's not even a...
What do you mean it's not even a...
It seems
Okay, all right.
unbalanced.
Ha!
Alright. What?
Okay, everyone grab a dice, and let's roll.
That'd be really
Whoever
cool,
gets the
yeah.
highest goes first.
Alright.
I got a 4.
2.
Alright, so
Hi,
Loma
Brick.
and I tied. So let's roll off. 3. Alright, Loma goes first.
Yeah,
Alright,
just pick
so
two of these?
feel free, pick 2 of these. Yeah, pick 2. And decide which one you want to be.
Ooh. Wait, turn this. How do I turn it again?
Hit F.
Okay. No, I mean like rotate it. That's okay.
Oh, hit E or Q.
Okay.
Or scroll your mouse
Alright.
wheel while holding it.
Or hold Alt on it and it'll automatically zoom
So
in.
I pick one.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Do I see it? Okay, so this one.
So are you picking the tree hugger?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's discard the pirate for now. Okay, tree hugger. Whenever you have a pitch with your product, go ahead and start.
Alright, I got something every tree hugger should have. It's safe, it's biodegradable, and it's pretty. Got flower dress. That's a dress made entirely of flowers. So no animals were hurt while making it.
That's pretty good.
Alright.
And when you're done with it, you throw it on the ground and it becomes mulch.
That is actually very, very nice, I guess, if you like doing that.
That might be a thing. We probably would have.
I have crap cards.
It's so good, it might be a thing.
Yeah.
Win!
Alright. Leif, you got some?
Maybe? How about a safety pad? To keep yourself from getting too abrased. To protect yourself from abrasions from that rough tree bark when you're trying to hug them. Everyone needs a safety pad.
It's a safety pad.
It's pretty good too.
It also works
That
as a bed
leaves.
when you camp out by the tree.
Okay. Alright, how about... a tree hugger needs, obviously, trees in order to, be happy. And sometimes it's hard to find trees if you're in a new area. So what you need is, this is really far-fetched. You need the computer ear. With the computer ear, your ear is actually very, very, very intelligent, and you'll get a slight, kind of like a sixth sense, like a slight aura going on of very light whenever trees are in your presence,
Those.
it'll only go off
Okay,
the
there we
first
go,
time
yes.
they.
No.
Yeah, it'll just an aura will sound in your ear the first time you get close to trees
That's better.
and kind of point you in the right direction to where those
See,
trees are.
I've heard of these computer ears. The logging industry has to take down a lot of trees to make each one, so that's just something to be aware of.
Wow.
What? No, they don't. It is not made out of
Yeah.
wood. That's the old product. We are actually a different company. That was I believe that was Wood Ear, Smart Wood Ear, and yeah, we are not affiliated with Smart Wood Ear by any means at all.
Wow, is this loud? Like bashing each other?
And at flower dresses, we also come out with a dress flower that is a small, like, action figure for a child that you can dress up that's made of flour.
If that's what your thing is. Do you have any questions for any of the products?
What size of safety pad?
What is the size of a safety pad?
Yeah, for the specs.
Hmm?
Is it as big as like an iPad or
Hmm.
Or like
2
a
fathoms
small
wide.
safety pad?
Kindle?
That's a deal breaker.
It's about a meter long and a meter wide.
Alright.
It's 6
How
parsec.
heavy is it?
How heavy is it?
It's
It's
pretty convenient tree hugger. Gotta get around them.
it's heavy enough to carry. I mean light enough to carry.
Now the nice thing about the computer ear is you can program it on your computer and sync it before you leave. But if you have a preference towards trees, it'll have a more of a sense towards the type of trees you want to hug. So you can, you know,
I gotta stop you right there,
not waste time finding
I gotta stop
trees
you
that you
right
don't want to hug.
Will I get the signal in those trees?
Will you get what?
Signal on my computer ear.
Will you get? You will.
4G,
Yes.
no LTE.
We have our own network, and you get
okay.
considerably good signal because we trying to concentrate on more of wooden areas where trees are, as opposed to most companies which tend to deal with more rural areas. So you can trust computer ear in that arena.
I feel like a flower dress would be a little too flimsy for my hugging wings, but I'm kind of leaning towards the safety pad because like trees are pretty rough. I'd just keep it in it. I'm gonna have to go with safety pad.
All right, Safe for the win.
Well, that was
Well
unexpected.
done. Well done. Okay, make sure you grab up to 6 cards again. And let's go ahead and let's go clockwise. So I'll go ahead and pick 2. That was the whole stack. Okay, so we got an executioner or a protester. Huh. I think I will be... Let's get bloody. I'm gonna be an executioner.
An executioner.
That's right.
Oh dear. This will be quite a challenge.
Alright, I got just the thing for it. Yeah.
Is
What every
it-
executioner should have
Is a flower dress.
is a razor tie. It's like a
Ooh.
necktie made of razors that you put on
You'll
people
look-
and it kills them.
I'll look really sharp with that too. Razor tie. Now is this like, how long is this tie? Is it like a bow tie or the long kind of tie?
It's like a necktie, and then you pull it and it cuts their head off. like a chain, like a lawnmower.
Oh, like a guillotine. Or, I guess, an axe tie? So, wait.
Or a razor tie.
How do I put on this razor tie?
It's not for you. It's for the
Oh.
people you execute.
Oh, I get it now. I see. Does it come in different colors?
Red.
So bad.
Red. Okay.
And
Is that it?
if you wait long enough, it turns sort of a brown.
Oh, that's not rust, is it?
No, it's just oxidized blood. But, it's fine.
Okay. That sounds like it
And-
could be fun.
It's also available in stainless steel, so it doesn't rust.
There we go. That's what I want to hear. Nice.
But we do have a restable option that will give your enemies tetanus while cutting their head off.
That's a good idea, but then I also want to make sure I don't get tetanus when I'm using it. Though I'm very, very safe and professional in how I kill people, so that probably
Every
won't
razor tie
happen.
comes with a free tetanus shot.
Hey, that's that's dandy. That is wonderful. Of course, it isn't the Middle Ages anymore, so I think I should be good on my tetanus shot at
To
the
be
moment.
administered rectally.
Oh gosh, I've never had that done before.
Most people don't.
Alright.
It's not cool anymore.
Well, I know what an executioner needs. You need a party crowd. Because what's an execution without an audience? How will you give a performance of a man's lifetime, or a woman's lifetime, without a party crowd to witness the event?
Okay, so question on the party crowd.
Yeah?
Say I have an execution scheduled, like three of them this week. Would I have to pay for each party crowd that comes to each event, or is it something that is rented out monthly or weekly, or how does the plan work for the party crowd?
How does the party crowd work? They're rented.
Yes.
They just come. They know when you're needed. And the cost is a low price of regular executions. That's all you need is executions and you get a free party crowd. Well, a low price party crowd.
Okay.
First
And
execution.
what's the demographic? What's the demographic on this party crowd? Is it like young people, middle-aged?
Everyone.
Did they cry sometimes?
Oh no. This party
Or
crowd
they're just
cheers
like partying?
and loves
Well,
everything.
that's good in some situations. Like there's some executions where I want people just to cheer and go wild. There's other times when I just want them to be extremely grossed out, or scared, or intimidated, or just completely awestruck. But in certain circumstances, I could see the party crowd being very useful. So that's not bad.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Are you still there, Loma?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. If
I
your
didn't realize I
mic
put
was
push to
gone.
talk I was eating. So, you're gonna be making a lot of hard decisions in this executioner job. A lot of hard things, so you're gonna be sweating a lot now. You're gonna be fast about that sweat. And keep you nice and cool and nice. Like heat while you're killing.
So this is a sweat fan.
Yeah.
Does that,
That's cool.
okay. Could keep me cool. What powers the sweat fan?
Honestly, it's powered off of blood. Just the iron in the blood, yeah, just runs straight off that. Solar power, obviously, during this fan, solar power, runs off of hatred and, typical executioners that haven't run out of power.
I see. And, are there different settings on it? Or is it just one speed?
there's a French French setting for the French heat, moisture, and there's a Asian setting as well. Pretty good one. It's like a pulse.
Could be good. Can it kill people? Like, can I chop people up?
No.
Okay, that's understandable. It was made for sweat, I see. And how...
If Dead Rising taught me
close-
one thing, anything can kill anyone.
That is true.
If you're using it, Brandon, it's up to you.
How close does it have to be effective?
It actually straps onto your head directly. It looks like an execution helmet just goes right on your head. What fan?
How many fans? Is it just one fan?
It's one fan, yes.
One fan, and it's like directly above my head?
Yeah, it blows the hot air out of the top of your head, and it brings it to the bottom.
Okay, that sounds good. The one issue I might have with that is, say I'm doing one of my good old chop the head off with my axe bits, and it's a particularly sweltering summer day. I'm worried about the sweat on my forehead being pushed by the fan into my eyes, and that might...
Actually, no, the design makes it so the sweat flies upward, out of the helmet.
Up, but then what about the sweat from my cheeks? That might go up into my eyes as well.
No, it's the patented design channels it.
Okay.
The eyes.
Okay, well, I trust you on that then. That's impressive. Unobstructive sweat, and that could be very good on those hot days. Of course, not every day will be hot, and not all audiences will be cheery in my preference, so I will have to go, unless someone wants to make another remark before I pick about any of the products. Nope.
Man,
I'm going to go with
razor
the
ties.
razor.
That's the way to go.
The razor tie. That sounds fashionably...
We all knew it.
Everyone should go out in fashion. You know, they should go out with a razor tie at least. That'd be nice.
I would, sure.
Alright. There you go. Card for you. And go ahead and discard your other cards. And pick up to 6 again.
Oh shit.
What just happened?
I'm about to flick.
Are you using your flicking?
Yes. I'm about to
Okay,
flick the deck.
Just go like, so it's like barely anything and then go. There you go. Nice. Alright. Who are you gonna be, Leif?
I need to check that out real quick.
Yeah.
I guess these are the 2 cards.
Executioner.
Razor tie.
I think it's fitting for my picture.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
be a
Perfect.
billionaire.
Oh no.
Why be a billionaire when you could be a
Teacher.
millionaire? Oh, damn.
Teacher or billionaire? Let's see, obviously. Choice is quite obvious here. Sorry, any teachers.
It is?
Oops.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be a teacher.
I just flicked it to
Great.
that pile of
Alright.
cards over there.
What do we give the guy who already has everything?
Wait. What? How did this happen?
That's a lot of cards.
What just happened?
She has all the cards.
Why do I have all of the cards?
You have some of the cards. Wait, hold on a second.
What are you doing?
Okay, there.
Winding.
We should be good again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Alright,
Okay,
so...
that's how it was. Alright.
And I'll put teacher back in the discard pile here. Okay, so billionaire. What you need? What does a billionaire need?
Hmm.
Well, what have you got for me?
I guess I'll go first again.
Okay.
Alright, so, billionaire. You got everyone after you. Everyone's trying to borrow money and everyone's trying to bother you. So what you need is space silence. You want quiet so much that nothing can be heard, so no one bothers you.
Hmm.
I'm sure you could buy, like, a soundproof room with all your money or something, though.
But it won't be as quiet as space.
Okay, wait a minute. So how does space silence work?
It comes in a bottle.
Okay, and how do you
Bottle.
use it?
You use the product and then it's space silent.
How do you use the product?
You open the bottle.
And then what happens?
Oh, space silence.
Like, if you're in a room with somebody else and you open the bottle, then what happens?
The product activates, and then it's really quiet.
And what happens if one of you starts talking?
There's no sound because there's no atoms out there that will have the sound because of space silence.
So are you saying you get sucked into the bottle?
Look, it's only killed a few people, and I'd appreciate you if you stop asking questions.
Interesting. Wonder what the area of effect is on that. But of course, that's up to Leif to ask, I guess. But...
It will get nerfed in a future patch.
Alright.
But for now, every billionaire needs some silence of the space variety. Supplies are limited.
Well, most, millionaires and billionaires have their own, personal jet or plane or helicopter. But sometimes even having those, it's not fast enough. It doesn't get you to where you need to go in the manner that you want to, or there are too many people around. You have to have your personal servant or driver, and sometimes you just want to go by yourself. So I have the revolutionary product here. It is hair cape, not snake oil cape, hair cape. And basically it is a thing that is very easy to install. It's just one procedure that you do on your hair, and unfortunately this will mean that you can never go bald, but with your hair it can extend into your own cape, which gives you the abilities to fly.
No.
This hair cape has been tested in many countries, It uses microfibers that vibrate at a extremely fast rate, and they maneuver themselves in such a way that it gives you lift. And so you're able to go to many places all on your own just with your hair cape. And when you're done, you hit a quick little sensitive area near the bottom of the scalp region, and it will recede to the point of whatever hairstyle you want. So you can look fashionably awesome and be flying, and when you're done, you never really have to get a haircut again. You can just set it to the setting you want, and the hair cape will do the rest.
So,
Does the part that recedes stay dirty so it can't be cleaned?
Oh, it can be cleaned. It's all in the manual that comes with the product. If it becomes stained to the point where you can't remove it with normal cleaning solutions, you can actually take it in, and we give free cleanings for those who have it irrevocably stained. Or, yeah, we can get it fixed at a free cost. It's guaranteed for life.
how do you stop?
How do you stop what?
Stop flying.
How do you stop flying?
How do you
well,
land?
that's easy. Well, if you want to land, basically, since this is a procedure, it's kind of like a thing where you go in, and it is a surgical procedure, but it's quick and it's fast. And so the hairs are actually linked to your brain. I mean, like, not every individual hair is going straight to your brain, but they're connected, so the brain is sending messages to them. So if you want to stop, just basically you think about slowing down or your destination that you kind of want to gear towards, and the hairs will maneuver you in that way.
Guaranteed for whose life?
The user of hair cape.
I see. What else have you got for me?
Ooh. Well, sometimes you're wearing as a very rich person, as yourself, and you don't have a pocket for
what I
your
need to do.
pen for writing those $1,000 checks that you're always writing. Okay, wait, I'm trying to fix my mouth. You need a pen, monkey. Follow you around. He has all the pens you need. You'll be signing checks, right? And he'll just follow you around, and you have like a pet who's also functional.
Crap.
And he will just hand you a silver pen whenever you need it. Cleans up after himself. He's very cute as well. Does tricks. He's a very fun kid. Pretty cool guy.
I see.
How long is the pen monkey warranted for?
Oh no, he pays his own bills. He's an independent monkey. He's self-reliant. He pays mortgage using side jobs. He lives for you.
Huh. And he's there whenever you need him?
Of course, I mean, he's just a monkey. He's your pet.
Like,
He's
if you are taking a nap, and then you wake up at like 2 in the morning, and you suddenly need to write something, will he be there?
Of course.
That's dedication.
So is the monkey like... Does it come with a lifetime guarantee?
Of course. Well, not lifetime guarantee, you know.
How long is the monkey's lifetime?
It depends, really.
Can it follow you into space if you are using the the space bottle?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Is your monkey actually a robot?
Maybe I'll need some, cyborg monkey these days. You never know. Live forever. Take good
That
care
means
of
it has to. If it is a robot, it would have to follow the. Was it the 5 laws of robotics or the 3 laws?
Have you seen AI? It's like,
I think it's
feel like
3
we'll
laws,
use
right?
Yeah.
I think it's 3 laws of robotics.
Everybody knows the 3 laws are rather useless.
Have one conclusion.
Tesla's already beginning.
The pen is mightier than the monkey. Now this monkey, what does the monkey eat? And where does it sleep?
Well, he'll sleep like up in your bed. He's a pet. He
Oh,
Chinese
so it's kind of like a
mostly.
pet monkey.
Like that.
Hmm.
He's above that.
Will it join in any inevitable uprisings?
Inevitable. Well, this is a union monkey, so can't totally guarantee that.
Union monkey? I don't know about that, man.
Ah. One thing I'd be worried about with a pen monkey is like if you're a billionaire and you have everything, then you probably have like you might have a lot of pets. Maybe you own like 13 dogs and a bear and a cheetah, maybe a lion.
What about that?
Gotta make sure that they're compatible with the monkey.
No. He's like no.
Well, let's see.
Pets in your house. I mean, they could be if you're a billionaire.
I
He
think
could own a zoo.
To the formidable billionaire is this.
I think I'll have to go with the pen monkey.
Really? Really? You're gonna go with the pen monkey? Like little kids come up to you and go, I want your autograph. I want your autograph. Hold on a sec.
I think there's some favoritism here. 'Cause we go back in time.
Obviously, you know, the
She gave the
hair
card to
cape
him.
would have been the best answer here, but
No.
that's fine. Alright, well done with your monkey pitch.
Pretty great. I'm actually going to be like.
Alright.
Monkey's gonna get a razor tie.
Oh yeah. It's not careful.
Oh my. What is our next challenge?
We've got Adam up next.
And who will we be, and what will we be selling to?
Ooh.
It appears to be
a hostage or an insomniac.
again an insomniac. No, or was that just the
Well,
example?
that was the first one I picked before I shuffled. Yeah.
We already had
hostage.
executioner. We should have
Oh,
hostage.
that's true.
Oh dear.
Very true.
Okay, let's think about this.
Okay, so as a hostage, I think one thing that you can always use if you're in a tricky situation is a way to get out of it. And one way is to fake your own death. And the good way to do that is to use our product, which we call Keyblood. It's simply a key that looks like any ordinary key. You can put it on your keyring, and when you press the slight indication on the design of the key, it will emit a large amount of blood. So you can just have it on your shirt and have it oozing blood, or on your pants or wherever, and you can basically feign like somehow you committed suicide or you died. Sometimes a lot of people like to put it on their wrists and apply it to heavily closed areas, or not heavily closed, lightly closed areas, and it works pretty well. A lot of times people will drag you out into an alleyway and leave you there because they think you're dead. So the blood key can also be used on other people. So if there's two of you who are in trouble, you can use the blood key on both of you, and they'll have enough blood to make it look like both of you have been killed. Or if you can, sometimes you can create distractions. If you want to put blood on a mirror, on a wall, make it look like there's blood in an area just to distract whoever is pressuring you, it is a good way to draw their attention away while you escape. And that is the blood key.
Now, does it like explode into blood, or does it like
It
seep
doesn't
blood slowly?
It doesn't explode. It's very, very simple. You basically point the key end at what you want to apply the blood to, and you hold down on the fob end of the key, and it basically lets out in a kind of like applying, not, what was it? Think of an eyedropper, except it's not just however much you squeeze out. You hold down the button, and a large amount of blood is emitted. Not in a fast explosion of way that'll look like a gunshot, but it's enough to look very, very believable, and it's a surprisingly large amount of blood. We have this technology that basically puts large, vast quantities of blood in a small little key. So you can get a lot out of it. And it's, very impressive. Good compression for the blood storage.
Now, is it actual blood, or does it just look like blood? Because where did the blood come from?
We basically cloned blood in our laboratory. We create vast amounts of blood. And it is kept, so when it comes out, it looks bright red, oxygenated. And yeah, it's all right there until you hit that button on the key. Now, of course, there are safety measures. So you obviously have to slide the safety thing forward, which is, you can't trigger it by accident. You really have to push on it. So it won't accidentally go off in your pocket or while you're, fiddling with your keys. And you guys are looking.
Anyone else?
Right, me?
Just give it to Brand.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys. Come on.
Okay.
Give us your products.
Okay.
If you have to, just
Alright, I'll
pick
go.
2 random ones and then you go.
Clamp school. You go to clamp school, we'll know how to break out of whatever situation. You can know how to undo a clamp in the bathroom and through a pipe or something. You'll have different skills in breaking locks, maybe? Might be some kind of clamps involved, but you can use different clamps for. You might even have a clamp on you. Clamp school. Be able to escape any situation.
I thought CLAMP was an acronym.
Can even stand for shoot, no, what's that?
Criminal. I don't know. I thought you were referring to the. I thought you were referring to the anime company for a second, called Clamp.
Okay.
An anime brand?
Yeah, you've not heard of Clamp before? Adam, do you know Clamp?
Oh, I'm not aware of Clamp.
They did like
Okay,
Sakura
well-
Diaries. They did X. They did there's like a magical girl series they did. I can't remember the name of. Might have been
Let's
a
see.
Sakura something.
Or perhaps
She tried to steal the car.
what a hostage needs is.
Yeah.
The hostage is stolen.
The hostage needs a.
Gotta get learned up, man.
A fun. No. A fun glove.
Oh,
Or-
what?
Oh my.
Oh, does it
Because-
fit?
Wow.
The glove fits. Explain this fun glove.
Well, as a hostage, it can be very boring from time to time. And obviously you need some fun. But you don't want it to get messy, so have a fun glove.
Is this just like a glove that's a vibrator?
I have no clue.
Great and
This glove
What
just
is
happens
this
to be
fun
very
glove?
fun.
What? Is it like
Fun
inject?
glove.
Does it inject the wearer with, you know, happy juice or something?
It just makes everything more fun.
Sounds like it emits drugs.
Is the glove laced with LSD?
You can have all kinds of fun stuff. couldn't it?
I think that's what it is. That could be fun. Of course, you know, it'd probably draw attention to yourself too.
There's a lot of stuff that other people think is fun, you might not think it's fun.
The makers
Very
of
few
fun
of these
gloves.
things
Like
had to
hard
do with hostage, except for the
Like, you
blood
might end up-
key.
You might end up doing hard, you know.
The makers of Fun Glove do not
Well, you know,
endorse any illegal activities.
I suppose with a clamp skull, if you got a rope attached to a clamp, you could use it like as a what are those? Something hooks? Grappling hooks? Be like a clamp hook, maybe, to escape or climb over a wall, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what they teach in clamp school.
I think I'm gonna go with the blood key because it actually gets the hostage out somehow. Instead of drugging them or putting them in some sort of clamp class.
Yay! I get
What?
one!
You're getting it out using that.
Alright, I think we've all got at least one now, so it's sudden death.
Alright.
Oh my.
Alright, whoever gets the next one. Maybe. We'll see. I think the
Now
rule
that-
is once the official rules say once everyone has got a chance to go, then you see who has the most cards, or whoever gets two first wins. Or but right now we're all tied, so I guess we'll have to go another round and see if it changes. Okay, so back to Loma.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to do?
Caveman. He'll be a caveman.
Wow. That is interesting. Let's see. What do we have?
Hey,
What?
come back! Come back! Oh, they went together. Okay, that's good. Okay, so what are you? You are a cave woman. Or do you want to be a caveman? If you want to be a caveman, you can. It does say caveman. I guess that's both gender inclusive.
Yeah, I don't think like ways that could be a caveman.
Let's see. What does a caveman need?
Okay, so clearly with cavemen, they use tools, they use hammers, they like creating fire. It's very helpful, I suppose. Fire keeps you warm, wards off scary animals. So I am presenting this product that we actually gave to one of, or helped out a superhero recently with, not to be named, but it is the energy hammer. So it is a hammer that you wield. It's very light, and it has the power to emit lightning or energy in the form of lightning. It can be used to start fires. It can be used to ward off scary beasts, and you can just use it as a hammer without emitting the energy either. But very handy, very easy to use, and it is yeah. It can make your foes from other rival tribes kind of, they might be envious of you. They see you with being able to shoot electricity out of your hammer, and they go, "Ooh!" It's it can gain you a lot of followers that way, a lot of respect.
Well, let's see. Clearly what you need is... what a caveman needs is a good old soup thermometer. A good old soup thermometer. Because if you're cooking with fire...
The way I can understand it, though.
Huh?
You gotta say it in a way where a caveman can understand.
You not feel good. Soup. Temperature. No.
With soup thermometer. Soup never be too hot.
Not burning
Soup always be just right.
Yes. So I just made a fire, and I might as well.
Is there any mercury in your thermometer?
No. Soup thermometer
No.
is...
Right.
metal free.
It's a metal-free thermometer, huh?
We have the brand new shirt scarf. It's a shirt that also has a scarf when weather gets cold. The shirt is so you're a caveman with a shirt.
Loincloth. Be nice. Or what is
You can use the scarf as a loincloth because it's shirt scarf.
I don't understand you.
Okay, so the shirt scarf, what does it look like?
It looks like a nice shirt, but it has a scarf built into it, so it looks like it's you're also wearing a scarf.
What does the scarf look like? The texture
like-
and the patterns?
Neutral colors that match pretty much anything else you plan on wearing as a caveman.
What is it made out of?
Weather,
Orphans.
is it weather resistant?
Yeah. It's also won't shrink in rain, so it's not wool. It's a little bit of poly.
Considering cavemen are so hairy, will it be lightweight enough to not like overheat in summer?
Well, the scarf can be taken down, so you don't have to wear it, but the shirt, it sort of attaches to the back of the shirt, so it kind of dangles.
Convertible? Oh. Okay.
Thermometer? How is that red?
How is it red?
Yeah. Like, are there numbers that show up, or does it say? Is it like colors displayed? How do you tell when it's the optimal temperature?
It's nice and color coded. Blue for too cold. Red for too hot. And green when just right.
And is it shaped like a stick, like the traditional, cold thermometers, or is it like an orb, or what kind of shape is it?
It's thin and cylindrical.
It's very difficult to draw with a mouse.
You don't have a Wacom? I don't know if that would work in Tabletop Simulator. It should, but I don't know.
Well,
Let's see, what did you do there?
There's no pressure sensitivity.
Abra use something teleport.
Abra, use teleport.
Oh. There you
Okay,
go.
is it time to choose one?
Well, do you have any more questions for any of the vendors?
I don't know. The shirt scarf might be useful sometimes, but cavemen are so hairy. Soup thermometer might like advance a caveman in cooking wise. That'd be pretty cool.
How would a caveman make soup?
Fire.
Yeah,
Iron was not
rainwater.
discovered.
I'm sure, like,
They
sweat. Maybe
They
human
can't
sweat.
refine metals.
True, that is true. Could use like a.
Could be just like, dinosaur blood in a
In what?
in a skin, a hide skin.
So a hammer might
carrying
use
thing?
kind of too. Is it just have shape?
What was that? Sorry, you went out for a second.
Caveman still is a hammer. But to be fair, it can't make soup. I guess I'll do the shirt scarf.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Why would you need a shirt scarf if you had an energy hammer?
Energy hammer.
Because you don't need
You could
training
take-
to use a shirt
You
scarf.
could take everybody else's shirts and scarves, which they
They
may
don't
not
have
exist.
shirts and scarves. They're cavemen or whatever live with cavemen.
But you need a scarf if you could shoot lightning.
Okay.
You're
How
more
do you
appealing
not-
as a caveman if you don't wear a shirt, I think.
How do you not accidentally kill yourself with that thing?
Right?
Easy. You
They
can kill
really
yourself
invented,
just as
like, a
easily with a shirt scarf.
Like a spear
Go
or
on.
something.
It's like, with superheroes and the
Thor
whole...
overnight. I don't know.
It's the whole reason why, a lot of superheroes don't wear capes. The shirt scarf could get you killed in the wrong situation.
Yeah, you were pitching a cape or whatever it was. The other
Hey, that
one.
was that hair though. It can recede and go back to normal, whereas the shirt scarf, it's gonna stay there as long as you have your shirt on.
But it's a hair cape.
It's a hair cape. Yeah.
Gross.
What do you mean? Wait, hey. Some people's hair is gross, true, but the hair cape hair is refined and it is not oily. It's not gross. It is nice hair. Okay.
But it could
Okay.
be gross.
Okay.
If you want it to be gross, we can make it gross, but
No one
it's up
wants
to your
gross
own.
hair.
It's up to your own personal preferences. Some people like gross hair, we found, but not everybody. Okay. So now it is my turn, I guess. Make sure you have 6 cards again. And let's see. I will pick a politician or a child. Well, right now we kind of have both going on. It's like Trump right there. Hmm.
Whew.
Politician. Child could be anything. You could give anything to a child
Anything.
sometimes.
I just want to say that I'm going to use the same 2 cards no matter what the choice is.
Okay, I'm going to be a child politician. Unless someone wants to veto that, and I'll just pick one.
I think you're just gonna pick one.
That works for me.
Or I guess.
Oh, that's a good one. Wait, what was it?
I'm a child politician.
Okay. Oh.
As a child politician, you will have competitors, people who are trying to knock you out of your position of power. And for those other children politicians, you need virus candy.
Tempting.
Hmm.
I better not mix it with my real candy.
Well.
No, it will be. It comes in different wrappings that you will know, but they will not.
Now this virus candy, it just gives them a virus. It doesn't kill them. It's not fatal, right? Just they're out for
You will
maybe
be
a week.
inoculated. Do not ask questions.
What? You're saying
You'll
that to
have-
the person
you'll have
you're
the
selling it to?
No,
Oh.
we're gonna inoculate you.
Oh, I see.
You'll be
And
fine.
I get it. And that's
But that should
that's
be
an
the
easy
end of the
process.
question.
That's like getting a flu shot, right?
Like,
Well, you know, I haven't had the best experience with doctors. They give me lots of candy, that helps. But then
but you
this
can
candy.
give those doctors virus
Oh,
candy
no.
for what they did to you.
Ah.
Well,
Interesting.
clearly, since being a child politician has got to be very exhausting, what you need is some nap music. This music will help you take fantastic naps that will just re-energize you, so you can go about being the best child politician there ever was. Because everyone always wants their child politician to be the best.
So that's interesting. Music that's not strong enough to keep me awake, but it also energizes me while I'm asleep.
It's also non-lethal.
And it's non-lethal.
I don't know if that's a winning
Interesting.
point or not, but
I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Can I use this nap music? Does it? So basically, when it's playing, it's it basically won't wake me up. Does it make me actually more likely to have a undisturbed sleep while it's playing?
Yes, it ensures an excellent nap.
Ah, so it's kind of like a sedative. Could I use that on other kids? Like, if I wanted my competitors to fall asleep, could I just play the nap music and they will sleep?
They may fall asleep, but it also re-energizes you because it's very
True.
soothing and relaxing. And
I like that. I planted the seed of eliminating competition, and he's rolling
Maybe
with it.
yes. During one of their campaign speeches, maybe I can have it playing, have them fall asleep in the middle of their speech. That could be good. And of course, I wouldn't mind a nice night's sleep myself. Though I'm a kid, sometimes I don't want to take naps. Can I just get that energizing without
You
the
gotta
sleep?
be energized, exactly. Well, what's kids more energized than baby kittens? Are you trying to get some fangs? Are you trying to get
I don't know.
some
That kind of sounds redundant. Baby
Yeah, it is, but it makes it a little cuter.
kitten. This kitten is a baby. Or maybe it's like,
You tell people you have a baby kitten, they're gonna swap you.
or is it like a mutant? Is it like a human baby that's been fused with a kitten? Because that would be interesting. Or maybe not. It's just a kitten that's younger than most kittens.
It's a very small kitten.
Does it have eyes? Does the kitten have eyes?
Yes.
Does it have hair?
Its eyes aren't open, but yes.
If it's too babyish, if it's like infant kitten, then it'll be hairless.
No, but it's like not that small a baby. It's still a baby.
Okay, so baby kitten. And how
like-
would this baby kitten
It's like
help
big enough to be
me
touched.
in my political campaign?
You, as a child politician, will invite other children to your house to see your baby kitten. That's when you
And then
come with
give
a
them the virus candy.
campaign. Yeah. For that virus candy. But you get them to vote for you. You say, hey man, if you give me some campaign money, I'll let you send a baby kitten. You're like, yeah, Mom, $5. Donate to the campaign. To this child politician.
Yeah, this sounds like a good idea. But I don't know if my parents would be okay with it.
Give
That's
them
a-
the
that's a
virus
lot
candy
of-
too.
You're a politician. Come on.
A lot of
You can
responsibility.
You can talk to your parents about that.
I am in a position of power, though. I have to have some responsibility.
You are. You can have this baby kitten. You deserve it.
Baby kitten. Okay, so we've got nap music, a baby kitten, and virus candy, which I need to keep away from the baby kitten. And if people are sleeping using my nap music, I could feed them virus candy, or thinking of, oh my gosh. But I can only pick one, so this is tough. Virus candy, I would be afraid of eating it myself. Because I love to put everything in my mouth, unfortunately.
Well, you'll be immune to it because you have the shot.
Oh, that is true. I might be
You're
afraid of
unjust to develop virus.
accidentally. I might accidentally give it to my supporters as well. And
Then they weren't truly your
running
loyal
mates.
supporters.
Well, you never know. It's always a risk. It's like owning a gun. There's always that risk of someone getting into your collection and using that gun. But they say
Doesn't
it's not
sound
virus
loyal.
candy that kills people. It's people who kill people with virus candy. So it's
got a good-
kind of dangerous.
It's got a good word to it though, virus candy. It just rolls off your
Candy virus candy. It's like Candy Crush to the extreme,
Give
maybe.
you a band name.
Yes, virus candy. Pretty good.
patent pending.
Okay. So and what was it? The nap music. I'm gonna say no on the nap music because I'm not one for taking naps. People have tried to get me to take naps before. I just don't like taking naps. I just want to be up and screaming my head off about politics, kind of. So it's gonna be between virus candy and a baby kitten. Baby kitten. Is this baby kitten? Is it a calico kitten, or is it what color? What kind of species kitten?
Oh, you get to choose whatever kitten you want.
Oh, okay.
Infant
So I can-
shelter.
Does it come in Cheshire?
You could buy it for sure.
That would be very cool, actually. To have my own Cheshire baby kitten that disappears and reappears. Okay, I'm gonna go with the baby kitten then.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like somebody's getting a virus candy later.
Oh no!
No.
All right, so I'll just give you one of
Oh
the cards.
Yeah,
You can pick which one you want. Do you want the child or the politician? Okay. Good. Okay. It's like an accordion. Oh dear. Alright, what are we doing? Oh, Dave? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Huh?
Okay. Go ahead and pick 2 brown cards.
Let's see, what have we got?
Oh wow. It's another one I kinda
Huh.
thinking of like putting together.
A pregnant woman or a dictator?
Hey, isn't that what you get when you cross a president with a potato?
What?
Richard Russet?
A dictator?
Yeah, it's not how it goes.
Let's go for the hard one.
Oh, that's not the hard one.
Really?
Alright,
Let's see what you
pregnant
got.
woman would be a hard one. Alright, fine. Dictator, huh?
Alright. I may have a theme going here, but you're a dictator. People need to fear you. And what's more scary than robots with bazookas? Bazooka robots! You
Interesting.
send the bazooka robots to take care of all the people who try and stand up against.
How much, what sort of range do these bazooka robots have, and how much ammunition do they carry?
You have 1 bazooka per robot's 1 shot, but they're still killer robots after they shoot. They will get results. Or your money back.
What colors
I
do
don't
they
know
come
about you,
in?
but I'd probably crap my pants.
What colors do these bazooka robots come in?
Green, because that's my color.
I see.
But they're also available in not green.
Like, for example, my favorite colors. Perhaps?
Yeah? All of those.
I see, I see.
And they can even have like your dictator flag spray painted on their chest so that people understand where they're coming from.
I see. Do any of you other 2 have any thing to offer me?
Yes, I do. If he's done with his.
They better not, or they're gonna get a bazooka robot.
pitch. So one thing as a dictator, I mean, a lot of people give I mean, dictators often get bad raps, but you know they're doing a job to lead a country, and they're people too. But what they really need is a way to talk to their the people of their homeland, and really just reach out to expand their empire, their family of people. So we've created this wonderful product, and we call it the plug ladder. And it's not a ladder in the sense of like, you know, the stepping ladder, but it means plug via, you know, when you're doing a broadcast and you want to plug yourself to the media, and a ladder in the terms of, you know, reaching the next level that spawns the next level, like a ladder, like in a tournament, except in this way it means more of like a social networking ladder. So basically, you're plugging yourself whenever you give a speech or you want to advertise yourself. You could have pre-recorded material maybe that you have, and basically this reaches out to all your followers, and then from them it branches on automatically to people they know, which branches on to people they know, without any external work on your part. It gets your messages across. It spreads them to a specific audience that you specify.
That sounds more like a
searches out for
plug tree than a plug ladder.
It's kind of like a plug tree. We tried using the name plug tree before, but it didn't work with a lot of the dictators. They like the word ladder in a lot of the censuses that we did. If you don't like the word ladder, you could rename it, because you are indeed a dictator. So you do have that option, of course. But it's just used to promote yourself and your ideas, and in order to eventually get everyone on your side, which is what I think every dictator wants.
I see. I see.
Well, I've got products which will brainwash all of your people in your city, all of the people in the world, with sheep oil. You'll turn them into sheep, and you can do anything you want as dictator.
What does it do to sheep?
Makes them
You have to
obey
milk a
you.
sheep.
You gotta compress a few sheeps to make the sheep oil. That's just, yeah, that's just a separate industry.
No, I mean, like, does it brainwash sheep too?
Yes,
Does it work on?
Use sheep oil on sheep.
They're not immune to their own oil?
No, it's just called sheep oil. But it makes you a sheep. Sheep oil.
Oh, I see. Interesting. And it has to be applied via.
You can sprinkle it over an entire city. You can bomb nations with it.
Oh, so it's an air oil, aerated oil, or is it just like rain or?
It could be sheep oil over an entire city.
It's interesting.
It's also flammable.
Oh. So they could be brainwashed and on fire.
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, that's what a dictator wants to do. That's the route they're taking. I don't know.
And how, when it's introduced into the air, I assume then it takes effect, or does it? How long is it pungent for, or how long is it effective for before it doesn't have effect on whoever's near it?
It's effective while the dictator is campaigning, and for about 50 years afterward. That's why I love history, you know, because of the sheep oil, because dictators. It's about 50 years, or maybe a generation, you know, your entire life. But like, that's how long you'll think a dictator is good.
And how does the programming work for brainwashing? Do they only like follow a specific person's voice, or?
It's the one dictator. What else would you want as a dictator?
Well, you know, if you
Bazooka robots.
yeah, or if you have to transfer your dictatorship to someone else, or you need to share. I don't know why you would share power, but
Dictator till you die.
You could replace it with a different application of sheep oil. It's a different formula.
or if you accidentally spill some on yourself, then what happens to you?
Well, I mean, that's if you're dictator. You've already done that.
I think the choice is pretty clear. I'll have to go with the bazooka robot because
Wait a minute. Why?
because it is
He's a dictator.
it's the most effective way to give a good show of force. To keep the
Okay, but
people in line.
before you say that, it's true. A bazooka robot, you know. Now he said army of bazooka robots. It doesn't say army anywhere there. It looks like it's one bazooka robot here.
How about I send you one
Be
bazooka
fair.
robot and you let me know how that goes?
Have you seen Game of Thrones, Brandon?
No,
You only need
I
one.
haven't. I have. Are there bazooka robots in Game of Thrones?
Pretty much.
My problem with the bazooka robot is that, like, if a bazooka robot is sent to attack other, other foreign entities or protect your own kingdom, the problem with protecting your own kingdom is there's no way to do it. What's the word? Like a surgeon, you know, in an exact way, precise way. Like if someone is trying to take you out, and they have you
Tell you
at
what.
maybe knife point, the bazooka robot will blow you and whoever has you at knife point up into
Yeah, it's
smithereens.
also a robot. They do know.
He's a dictator. He's not on the battlefield. He sends the bazooka robot out.
Wait, he
But
just said he
who's-
wanted to
who's
use
running
it
the
to
bazooka robot for
show
him?
power. If you're like at a big event, you know, you want your big power thing there to instill fear in your crowd, I suppose. And so it'd be
Do you
present.
need to hold events as a dictator?
I think you do.
Or what?
Kind of
They'll elect
what kind
you
of
out of
dictator?
office?
What kind of dictator does not hold events?
The kind that doesn't need to impress anyone. They just need to make them fear him.
Using a robot in their presence. If the robot's never in their presence, then what's to stop people from taking out the person controlling the robot? I don't know.
Well, the bazooka robots are to stop the people from doing anything.
Okay, so really quick, what does a bazooka robot look like?
You know, like those wind-up robots. It's like that, but they're not clunky. They can actually shoot, but they look like that because it's intimidating. With the big flashy eyes.
And how are they powered?
Yes, bazooka.
No, how are they like powered as in what gives them energy to move around and to work?
Tamper-proof doomsday device. So if someone tries to mess with it, they will die. The card is mine.
Oh my god.
Although
You are
these
doomed.
cards
You
that I
have
have
doomed us
here,
all.
they seem to have the same thing in common.
You are a caveman executor dictator. Man, oh man. Okay, Leif.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
your bed and you will have to sleep in it. Great.
Sorry, I'm just cracking up right now.
It's a bed of violence.
Alright. Adam. I think Adam's going to be our winner.
Do I do one more round? One more me?
Yeah. Well, if you go, then that'll be everybody. So, yep, you're the last one.
Sorry. Oh my god. Oof.
Oh no.
What?
I played this game and someone drew that card earlier, and it turns out one of their family members was a priest, and nobody at the table knew it. The products were kind of weird, but okay, sorry. So, priest, huh? Alright.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Right as you said that. It's not the worst. Wow. Oh, I don't know if I should do this.
Bacon alcohol. Sounds good, but it's probably gross.
Yeah. Probably tastes like smoke.
Oh,
Considering that's apparently what baking soda tastes like. I've never tried it myself, of course, but that's what people say. Let's see.
Um. Okay. One thing that a priest is known for is, you've got holy water sometimes that needs to be blessed. You're not wearing a lot of gadgets or gizmos or things, and you want to look very priest-like. So we have something that looks like and has a functionality of a napkin, which could be easily placed in a pocket. Also, it could be used to, do things napkins do, like wipe away tears, wipe away messes, clean off your hands. But it also emits fluid, which in this case would be, or could be, any holy water that may have been blessed earlier. It has the ability to soak up fluid and then let it go just as it was absorbed. And so you could have a bucket or a glass full of water. Use the napkin fluid, or as we call it, the fluid napkin, in the water or whatever liquid you're trying to do. It'll absorb all of it, and when you're ready to put it in a different receptacle or use it, it will be ready for you, and you can release it in any receptacle or other area you want. You can even use it to wash your hands. When it is not soaking up fluid, or when it is not releasing fluid, it is completely dry, just like any napkin. And it's basically, if you want to release the fluid or absorb it, there's a certain way that you can personally customize movements of your hands that you rub, kind of like how you would on like a touch surface. You swipe a certain way that only you know, and it activates fluid napkin. And it can be used at any temperature. It can be used, can even be used underwater if you want to soak up a certain amount of the lake or the ocean, or if you want to release something in the water. It is very versatile. It is fire retardant, and it is guaranteed for life.
are you trying to sell me paper towels?
No, I'm trying to sell fluid napkin, which is our revolutionary new product, and it is very, very, very sanitary.
Huh. Fluid napkin.
Well,
Fluid's a good word.
clear what a priest
Or
really
it's a good
needs.
strong word.
What a priest truly needs is a coffin. What a priest truly needs is a good coffin lock. Because as a priest, you're bound to be dealing with plenty of dead. And you don't want those dead to get out of their graves. So, that's why you need a coffin lock, to keep them from rising. Until the right time. Of course.
And as a priest, I know that they say when hell is full, the dead will walk the earth.
That sounds like what they tell you to do when you go to prison. Excuse me, could you cough and lock your legs or cheeks?
It's like a dance move.
Do the cough
Coffin lock.
You're trying to coffin lock me? Is that like being cock blocked, except coffin locked? Let me into my coffin. No.
It's more effective when you coffin lock. Because it's more than just blocking. It's locking.
He's got a slogan.
That would be a ridiculous commercial.
Okay.
Is this like a trail of salt around Loma's cards here? No. I think we lost your voice again, Loma. Unless you're not talking right now. Not hearing any voice from Loma's end.
What's up?
Oh, now we can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. Wait a sec, I was listening. Okay, so if you're a priest, you're getting pretty hungry during your mass. You're eating some crackers, drinking some wine. You want a cheese bowl.
Dude, cheese bowl.
To have some cheese, you know, have a little snack. Give it to maybe the homeless people in your neighborhood. Always be good to have. Always have some good snacking during your service or while you're getting confessed to. You could be eating your cheese bowl. You won't be needy.
Cheese bowl.
How can you say no to a cheese bowl?
Because I'm a priest and I fear the undead.
Wait,
Coffin lock.
does the bowl come with cheese? Or is it just
I mean,
for the specific purpose of storing cheese?
a bowl of cheese.
How
you can
old
sell
is
it to
this
Brandon
cheese?
because
I think you've
need
already
coffin
made your-
lock.
Coffin lock? Why would you okay, so why would you use a coffin lock? Explain.
Because the dead will rise and make hell on earth, and therefore we need to keep them in their coffins.
But that's assuming that they're buried in coffins. A lot of
I'm a
people, you
priest.
know, they can't afford coffins. That won't stop most of the dead.
Churches are sometimes near graveyards. Can't take that risk.
And here's the thing, that's one coffin lock. One. So if you want to stop armies of undead, you have to buy coffin locks for every single person who dies. That's gonna be a lot of money.
I'm a church, I have so much money.
I'm sure there are more effective ways than using coffin locks.
Yeah, but he used fear to try and sell it, which is the strongest tool. It was a good
And here's
market.
the other thing. How do you open the lock to the coffin?
I'm not buying
Is it a
paper towel.
combination? Is it a key lock?
I'm pretty sure you don't ever open a coffin lock.
Well, you might need to.
When?
Maybe they were buried with something that you need, or you need to find
Nope.
out information.
Uh-uh.
Or someone needs to do an autopsy
Information.
after the fact. Then they're gonna need either the combination to the lock or the key, and there's like so many different combinations and keys that you'll need, unless one key opens every single coffin lock, in which case there is a security risk and flaw in the system of coffin locks.
You don't need to reopen a casket.
Oh yes, you do. What happens if someone gets buried alive by
Then
some
they won't be
vile
alive very
person?
long.
There's only one way to get to them, and that is to use... I don't know, you need something to open up the coffin lock. What if someone shoves you in one of your own coffins and uses coffin lock?
Let me put it to
You
you
need a
this way.
failsafe.
People are only temporarily buried alive.
That is not necessarily the case. Sometimes people
Yeah.
are buried alive forever and ever and ever.
They don't stay alive forever, so then they're buried dead.
Yeah, and if you don't want that to happen, you know, you would
Well.
want a way out of that.
Only Captain Jack Harkness can be buried forever and ever and ever.
Well, that's not true. If you were watching the new seasons of Doctor Who, there's actually another immortal that was created. So there's actually two people who can do that. Since you are referencing Doctor Who.
Okay, so there's two possibilities that we will definitely need coffin locks.
That's right.
So you're selling me on coffin locks, Brandon.
Wait, no, you need access to open
Coffin
coffin
locks
locks.
wins.
What? Well, you're just talking about the undead. Now you're talking
You
about
sold me on
two do-gooders. Why would
That's
you want to?
good work.
Why would you want to lock up do-gooders?
Because do-gooders try and stop my caveman executioner dictatorship.
But you're not. You're not either of those.
I'm all of
What
those.
exactly were you again? I don't remember. You are a
Ab-
priest. You are a priest. You're trying to
He's a
help
priest.
people.
He has the
My
car.
gosh. That is
And now I
messed
need to
up.
go to sleep because I gotta get up in 5 hours.
That's true. Okay, so
Okay.
Adam wins with 3 cards.
Alright.
And tied for second place is Loma and Leif, and I am in last because my ideas are too awesome for the rest of y'all.
You won by golf rules.
That's true. I got a birdie. And you've got an eagle. I think. Can't remember.
Razor tap.
Or is it turkey? Turkey? Eagle? I don't know.
I'm going to bed. I'm going to it. Good night.
Alright,
Nice
Okay.
meeting
thanks.
you.
Good night.
Cool.
Alright. Good night.
Good night.
Alright.
Okay,
Okay, and
so...
here's the thing that I was gonna show you. Get so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Okay,
11,
what
12,
does it do now?
17%. Loading.
Oh, yeah, 30%, 40%,
38%, 39%, 40, 50,
60,
51.
97%,
42.
98%,
Yeah. 96.
99, 100%.
Hey, how are you at 99? I'm still at 97, and I'm the host.
Because I have
98.
better
99.
internet now
Oh, that's right.
on a cable.
Lucky you.
I'm at 20.
I have
Okay.
wired internet. Yeah.
So, assuming no one is super tired, we could try this game, which is also very easy to play. Or we could just stop whenever someone decides they're too tired to play. But this is my favorite game that's not super complex. I have other favorite games that are really complex, but this is my favorite easy to learn and easy to play game. It's called Betrayal at House on the Hill. And
Tell me about this.
yeah, I was telling you about it. So
I remember this
right
one.
here where it says draw.
Check it out. I was about to head out, but I'll check it out for a second.
Okay.
It looks a little fancier
Okay, well,
than last time.
I'll teach you how to play, and we can just go a couple of rooms in, and then luckily the nice thing about this is that you can save, and everything will be exactly where it is. So we'll just call this the introduction. Get to know which character you are and basically how to play the game. So over here you see these different tables, and that's for each of the characters. And if you want to change your character, simply change the color of your character. So if you click on your name, you can hit change color, and if I wanted to be orange, I'd switch it to orange. If I want to be green, I'd switch it to green. Purple can be this person. And each character has 2 people they can be. So if you look at your pentagram little character sheet, if you flip it over, you can't flip it over. Oh, I see. So you right-click on it, and it'll say Set State. And if you go to 2, it'll switch to the other version of that character. So I have Father Reinhardt on one side, and I have Professor Longfellow on the other. And if you look below each person's name, you have their age, their height, their weight, their hobbies, and their birthday. Also, you see they have 4 stats: speed, might, sanity, and knowledge. And the green number is their starting stat for that particular thing. The thing you want to notice is their max, might, sanity, speed, and knowledge. They have different max and minimums. Well, not minimums, different maxes that they have. You notice sometimes the number is mentioned twice. That might mean their aspect for that particular trait is not so strong because it repeats itself. There's some that go all the way up to 8 or more or less. So take a look at that for each character and pick a side and a color that you want. I may have made a mistake.
What do you mean?
This is the old version. Hold on a second. Going crazy, going crazy, going crazy. There we go. Okay, that's better. So now if you look at your character, is a part that says load stats. If you click on that, you can use the plus and the minus arrow to increase your stats or decrease them. In the game, they raise and they lower depending on what you encounter. And when you're done, yes, it is fancy. I like it.
I remember the last time we played this, we had to do this all by hand.
I know. So now it's all neat and cool. Alright, so in the game, basically, you see these meeples, or these markers. Those represent which character you're picking, and you'll notice also they have a 1 out of 2 marking that indicates which character they are. So depending on what character you are, you will swap them so their name reflects the character. So I guess I am Professor Longfellow, and if I hover over my white guy, it says Professor Longfellow, so all that is correct. The meeples that are not being used, we'll simply discard them. So purple is not being used, green is not being used, unless you want to be green. And there we go. All 3 good. So your speed is how many spaces you can move. So if you're right here, like Father Reinhardt's here, 1 space would be right here. 2 spaces would be 1, 2. Now when you have a yellow border around a door, that is a place that you can visit. So if my speed says 4, which it is, I could say, okay, for my movement, I'm going to go 1, 2, and then once I go here, I'm going to search through the tiles of which are, where are the tiles? Oh, right here. It says draw tiles. I'll shuffle those. And so basically, you keep on drawing until you find a ground tile. Now, if you look at these tiles, they say basement, upper, and eventually it'll say ground. So I keep on drawing tiles until I find the same floor that I'm on. This section is all ground floor. This section is all upper attic area. And this section over here is basement. And so I keep on flipping until I found a ground tile. This is a ground tile, so I'd flip it over and notice they're yellow door areas. So I just match them up however I want. I could go like this, or if I want, I could flip it over like this and I place it down, and so I go 1, 2, 3. This yellow symbol right here is an event. Whenever you go into a card and it has a yellow symbol of any kind of symbol, as long as it's a yellow symbol, you have to end your turn there, meaning you can't move additional spaces even if you have leftover movement points. So that symbol is a spirally looking thing, and if I go over to these cards down here, I look at the spiral one, which in this case is an event, and I'd pick it, I'd read it, and I'd resolve whatever it tells me to do. Then my turn is done, unless it tells me otherwise. And that's basically how you play the game and move around. Now, there are some squares, and let's see if I can reveal one, that have other symbols. Over here, if you look at these 3 card piles, you have events, which we already saw just now. We have items. Items are very powerful cards that stay with you that you can use. And there are omens, which are even more powerful than item cards. But omens, unfortunately, trigger something called the haunt roll. The haunt roll means you basically grab 8 dice right here, and you roll them. Now, these dice have 3 sides. They have a 0 side, they have a 1 side, and they have a 2 side. I can't remember how many of each they have. Looks like 2 zeros, 2 2s, 2 1s. And basically, you have to get a number that's more than or equal to the total number of omens out on the board. So when the first person gets the first omen card, which is the most powerful item cards in the game, and they help you, they must roll these dice, and they must at least get a 1. If they roll 0, then something called the haunting begins. And the haunting is basically something bad. One of 50 scenarios will happen, and it's usually one of us turning into a bad guy or a monster or something that tries to kill everybody else in the house. But normally you're okay until you get to about 5, 6, or 7 omens, because then it gets more risky and more risky, and you risk making the haunting begin. And that's basically how the game is played. Pretty easy. There's combat rules that aren't really important right now, because until the haunting begins, no one can actually die. So
All right.
pretty on the same side at the very beginning. And let's shuffle these really quick. And yeah, let's start by trying navigating a few rooms just to get a feel for how this works. And I'll shuffle these decks.
Okay.
And Loma, why don't you start? Oh, before I say start, say the name of your character and say what your hobbies, interests, and whatever are. And I know, let's see.
And let's see what the other side is. How did I do that?
What happened to the text?
What do you mean?
Okay, let's do this one. It's age 42, hobbies, old movies and horses, and birthday is January 11th. Weight 142 pounds, height 5 feet.
Oh. Okay. Hey Leif, did your descriptions disappear on yours too?
What do you mean? By what do you mean? By my descriptions disappear. From what do you mean?
It's odd. Where did my descriptions go?
Well, what do you mean by your descriptions? I'm not quite sure I comprehend. I'm not quite sure I know what you mean by
okay.
they disappeared. What do you mean?
Oh, if you go up to the notebook, it'll say how some of the... Okay.
Mm,
Oh, I get it.
I'm not sure.
Okay, maybe they went away. Yeah, they're not listed here. Never mind. Shoot, it doesn't say what their ability. Oh, I think I found it here. Never mind.
Okay.
If I go into the instructions here, go to characters. I guess in this version they took out those things, unfortunately. Okay, but
Okay.
anyways, what's your name?
What's whose name?
You're Vivian Lopez.
Oh yeah. That's right.
I am Professor Longfellow. And Leif, who are you?
I am
You're
Oxbellows.
Oxbellows. Okay, I have very high knowledge. My sanity's so-so, but I have potential for it to be very high. My might is kind of stupid low, and my speed is middle of the road. Okay.
Well,
And Loma looks like... Oh gosh, her might is terrible. She's got really bad might.
I have average speed.
Yeah.
Wow.
A pretty decent might, I guess. I'm not the most sane or the most knowledgeable.
Okay, why don't you go first then? You sound like you're a guy who would charge ahead.
I'm dropping out for you guys. This guy
I guess so.
gotta get going.
Oh, you gonna head out?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just,
Okay.
yeah, I go to Shady or something.
Ooh,
Hmm?
looks nice too.
Yep. Alright,
Okay,
good night, you guys.
we'll try another time then.
Alright.
Cool. Thanks, Loma.
There.
Maybe I'll have a desk and a chair next time.
Ooh, where's your... You don't have a desk?
Nope.
Or a chair? Oh no, because you just moved in on Saturday.
I don't even have a bed.
That's... Oh no.
I have an air mattress.
Do you have a rock? A giant rock you could bring in from outside?
I have an air
No,
mattress.
never mind, that's a bad idea.
And some nice pillows.
Well, if you're playing on your MacBook, you could use that.
And I have a cardboard box for a desk.
Okay. This isn't live, is it?
It was
Is
live.
it live? It was live? Did you stop it after the first game?
I guess I can stop this now.
Yeah. Okay. And maybe